This is the new Smoke Signal Ram 7 blueprint that you can get as a reward for completing the new Season 3 Zombies Easter egg. While completing the steps of the Easter egg, I actually unlocked the one trick camo on the Ram 7 itself. There's even more rewards that come as the form as schematics and blueprints for schematics for the golden mask filter, which has the most health out of any mask in the entire game. And if you're not taking gas mask damage, your gas mask is going to repair itself. You'll also get the dead wire detonator, which acts as dead wire for explosive weapons. So launchers, grenades, whenever you affect zombies with explosives, they're going to get electrocuted and die. And finally, there's the Sergeant's Beret. When you equip the Sergeant's Beret, you are now going to be invisible to enemy mercenaries. When you equip the beret, you're also going to get a friendly mercenary that spawns that will kill enemies, including zombies, for you. If you're a completionist or just grinding for Borealis, these schematics are going to help you throughout your zombies journey. In your inventory, if you already have a sigil or elder sigil, you're going to be able to skip a couple steps of this Easter egg and you can get right to the good part where you get your rewards. If you don't have elder sigils in your inventory, if you're ever grinding through tier 3 contracts, you do have a very rare chance at being rewarded with a sigil. To start the Easter egg, in the menus, you're going to go to your tier 4 missions and activate the mission called Union. You're going to want to set up for tier 3 that includes crafting your schematics, maybe using some of your stash rewards, and completing as many contracts in-game as possible to buy things like self-revives, perks, upgrading your weapons, and finally, once you're all set up, you can enter tier 3. Because you activated the tier 4 mission Union, there's going to be a portal that's marked for you. Head to this portal and start the teleportation sequence. It'll teleport you to the Dark Ether. There's going to be a mission to rescue Dr. Jensen. You're going to kill a couple zombies, and once you find her, she's going to walk into the mist and 2 orbs will spawn. Once you shoot these orbs, they're going to fly to a crystal, and when you interact with this crystal, there's going to be 3 symbols shown. You'll have to find and shoot these symbols in order as they appear from left to right. These symbols spawn very close to the crystal and make an audible noise, making them easier to find. Once you shoot the symbols in order, you'll be able to destroy the crystal. You'll have to do this 2 times, so find the second orb, shoot it, go to the crystal, see what 3 symbols you have to shoot in order, find them, shoot them in order, and then destroy the crystal. Once you've destroyed both crystals, you'll have to return to Dr. Jensen. She's going to float up into the air, and 3 totems are going to spawn. Once you activate the seal of any of these totems, a circular soul box is going to spawn. What you have to do is kill zombies once they enter this soul box area until your progression bar is full. Once your soul box is complete, there's going to be an item that spawns at the totem that you can't pick up. You're going to have to repeat this step 2 more times at the other 2 totems. Once all 3 totems have been destroyed and completed, a final totem will spawn. After activating this final totem, a boss disciple named Teoxia, however you pronounce it, is going to spawn. Damage it as much as possible because it's going to spawn a boss mimic and mangler that you must kill before you can damage it again. Eventually, once you kill this boss, there's going to be a reward rift that spawns with a giraffe stuffed animal. You're going to take this reward and exfil. I recommend instantly putting this giraffe into your item stash. That way, if you die during the next couple steps, you're not losing any items that you need for later on in the Easter egg. Alongside the giraffe, you're going to have to find 3 more items: the laptop with stickers, the imaginary friend drawing, and the science journal. You have to do 3 different tasks to unlock each one of them. For the laptop with stickers, if you have the dog bone schematic, spawn in with it. If you don't, you're going to have to start an escort contract. Kill a bunch of zombies during this contract, they'll drop meat. You're going to put that meat into your inventory. Then you're going to head to any dog house, deposit the meat, and a friendly hellhound will spawn. If you have the dog bone, you can just spawn the hellhound right away. You're going to head to any merc camp, and your friendly hellhound must kill the sergeant. In these merc camps, there's going to be lots of grunts. You can kill those off to make it easier for your dog to find the sergeant. No matter what you do not kill the sergeant yourself. Your dog has to kill it. Once the sergeant's dead, there's going to be a reward rift and you can get the laptop with stickers. To get the imaginary friend drawing, you're going to go to Zohor Ranch. Under the bed, you're going to shoot this box. You're going to hear a couple voice lines and the reward rift will spawn with the imaginary friend drawing. Pretty simple. The last item for the science journal, you have to head to the Aether Storm and kill as many zombies as possible in it. You don't have to kill the Stormcaller, so you can just kill as many zombies as possible. Eventually, when you kill enough zombies, that final reward rift will spawn with the science journal. You'll notice that these 3 new items are of the purple rarity, while the giraffe was the golden rarity, which means you have to upgrade these 3 items. In Tier 3, just like the Union mission, there's going to be 3 symbols by triangles. They will spawn in the exact same location every game, and it doesn't matter what order you shoot these symbols in as long as you shoot all 3. Unfortunately, these trials can only be done once per match by a single team. So if a team beats you to these trials and starts them before you do, you'll have to play other matches to upgrade these items. Once all 3 symbols have been shot, you'll notice a couple lines that seem pretty obscure, but if you head to the right spot, these lines will line up to form a triangle. This is the exact location that you'll start these trials. You'll look at the triangle and activate the trial. To upgrade your 3 items, you'll have to interact to perform the summoning. If you don't interact to perform the summoning, you can still do these soul boxes and you'll be guaranteed a reward of a Pack-a-Punch crystal, an Aether tool, and a few thousand essence, but this does not help you complete the Easter egg. Later on, when you finally get a sigil, these trials are going to be great to set up as fast as possible to go into the Dark Aether to complete the Easter egg and unlock your rewards. In the meantime, you have to interact to perform the summoning. You stay in the circle, and just like the Act 4 mission Union, it's a soul box. When you kill enough zombies and collect enough souls, there is going to be, in this location, a boss mimic that spawns. When you kill this boss mimic, you are going to be able to acquire the laptop with stickers attuned relic. This is the second location and where all 3 symbols spawn. Once again, you're going to have to go to the exact spot where all the lines line up to form a triangle. You're going to interact to perform the summoning, and eventually when you kill enough zombies, a boss mangler is going to spawn. Once killed, you're going to be able to acquire the imaginary friend attuned relic from the reward rift. The last location is by the Aether Rift that you originally went for the Act 4 mission. Unfortunately for me, I had a visual bug where I couldn't see the symbols, but I could hear them. So shooting in the exact spots that I did, of course, if you can see the symbols, they'll just be there. But unfortunately for me, I couldn't see them, so I just shot where I knew they were in order to start the final upgrade trial. On top of these pillars and this little archway is where you're going to stand to view the triangle and interact to perform the summoning. Once again, it's another soul box. Kill as many zombies as possible. Finally, a boss hellhound will spawn. Once you kill the hellhound, another reward rift will spawn to finally get the last science journal attuned relic. Now, this is how you actually get the sigil once you have all 4 of these items. By the Aether portal, there's going to be 4 pedestals that you're going to take all 4 attuned relics to. Each pedestal shows exactly what attuned relic you need to place where. When all 4 attuned relics are placed exactly where they should be, there is going to be a portal that spawns that's way bigger than the original one that you started the Easter egg with, and out of this portal is going to spawn a boss disciple. Just like before, you're going to have to kill this disciple before it can spawn bosses. Unfortunately, this disciple will only spawn mega abominations and hellhounds. Once you kill this boss disciple, you're going to be rewarded with your sigil. If you already have a sigil, you can skip all the steps prior to this and go straight to the Dark Aether. You can do the Dark Aether portion of the Easter egg solo, however, it's way easier to do with friends. You have a lot more chances if you go down to be revived, and it's easier overall to take out as many enemies as possible, because I tried this solo and trust me, it did not work at all, and it ended pretty miserable. If you use the sigil to open up the Dark Aether, you'll be in the Dark Aether with a 30-minute timer before you have to exfil. There's going to be 3 lights in the sky. These 3 lights will let you know exactly where the 3 totems are. Each totem will have a contract that you have to complete, as well as it will give you an item that will give you some sort of buff. The first totem that I always go to is the bounty contract. It spawns a mega abomination that you have to kill, and you also get the mind-blowing revelation upgrade. This upgrade perk gives you a buff where every headshot that you get will cause that zombie to explode and either damage or kill other enemies nearby. Once you kill the mega abomination, you'll get a reward rift. Since we used a standard sigil, the rewards that we can get from these reward rifts are schematic blueprints like the ray gun and Aether tool. You might even get some of the new items, however, they won't be blueprints so you can craft them later on. You'll just get one-use items. You may get some Pack-a-Punch crystals, some other Aether tools, and you're hoping to get more sigils and Elder sigils. And that Elder sigil we're going to need to save for later on to actually earn the schematics. The second contract is an Outlast contract. The upgrade is a numb foot, and in the Outlast contract area, you're able to run faster. It's a very small close quarters area. Trust me, you're going to want to take every advantage that you get. Once you complete the Outlast contract, you're going to get another reward rift. The final totem is going to activate an escort contract. It's also going to give you the Atomic Hunter buff. With this buff, there's going to be some enemies that spawn with a green glow. If you kill these enemies, they will drop a nuke power-up, which will kill all other zombies on the map and damage all the boss zombies, making it that much easier to protect this escort vehicle. If you have the VR11, you can actually heal the damage that this escort vehicle is going to take, and trust me, it's going to take a lot because you are going to be fighting off a ton of boss zombies. Just like the other contracts, once you complete this one, you'll get another reward rift. And at the center island, once all 3 contracts have been completed, there is going to be 3 Aether Spores that spawn. Once you destroy all 3 of these Aether Spores, there's going to be a larger Aether Spore in the middle. When you destroy this one, another boss disciple is going to spawn. Just like before, do as much damage to it as possible before it spawns mimics and manglers that you have to kill before you can damage it once again. When you finally kill this boss disciple, you'll be rewarded with the Smoke Signal Ram 7 blueprint. There's also going to be a 4th reward rift that you get for killing this disciple. Luckily for me, this is where I got my Elder Sigil, so now I can go to the next step and unlock these blueprint schematics for the 3 new items. You're going to have to exfil first and start a new game. In Tier 3, at the exact same Aether Rift portal, on the backside, you're going to be able to activate the Elder Sigil. It is the same thing as before. If you have an Elder Sigil going into this Easter egg, you can skip all of the previous steps and you can go straight to unlock not only all 3 of the new schematics, but the Ram 7 blueprint as well. And it's the exact same portal as the Sigil. This time, you're only going to have 15 minutes instead of 30. The contracts are the exact same, except you're going to have more zombies, mimics, manglers, and disciples to deal with. And this time, when you complete any of the contracts, you're going to have a chance at being rewarded with the schematics for the new items. That's the gold gas mask filter, the dead wire detonators, the sergeant's beret. And if you finish all 3 contracts fast enough, you'll have enough time at the center island to destroy all 3 Aether Spores and spawn Gyanxi once again for a chance at a 4th reward rift to increase your chances of getting those schematics even more. And once again, when you kill Gyanxi, if you don't already have it, you'll get that Smoke Signal blueprint for the Ram 7. It's easier in the standard sigil, but you can also do it in the Elder Sigil as well if you're fast and efficient enough. If you don't get all 3 schematic blueprints, you'll have to go into the Elder Sigil again until you unlock them. Also, the more friends that you're playing with, the more likely you and your squad are going to be rewarded with sigils of the standard and elder variety, so you can go to the Dark Aether more frequently to get these rewards. Also, if you're playing with friends, if they get a schematic blueprint that you don't have yet, but they already have, they can just drop that schematic for you. You can exfil with it and permanently unlock that item. And that is how to complete every single step of the Easter egg to unlock the new rewards. If you normally play solo and are looking for a group to play with, join my Discord server and hit up the Looking for Group Zombies tab. There's not a huge zombies community within my Discord yet, but I'm going to try and build one. That way when these new Easter eggs drop, you guys can hit up that Looking for Group channel and get a group together to go get these new schematics, new blueprints, and whatever future rewards that we're going to get in Modern Warfare Zombies. Oh my god, what am I doing? I'm the best gamer. I'm not dead. Let's go. What is going on? Like, oh my god.